super fucking draws where I got multiple legendaries in one pull.
I got that too once. Yeah.
And we're back. Out of here.
But yeah, the thing, I can't play them. Just knowing that I can't come back to it years from now, just means I'm not going to get invested in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't have fear of missing out. I have acceptance of missing out and moving on. It's like,
No, it's just that you don't want your progress to be just gone.
I want to play it at my pace. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't get games when they come out. I don't play expansions when they come out. Like I'm multiple expansions, or I'm multiple updates behind on like Warframe, and I'm not going to touch it until a bunch of them pile up.
Yeah.
That's
No,
just the way I play things.
For context,
Yeah, well, that's what I did with Pal World. Is I didn't play it for 2 years, and there was a bunch of expansions after that.
You were saying, Cindy?
for context, viewers, we were just talking about how Genshin Impact deleted accounts.
It's not just Genshin. It's just the online style games in the first place. It's the same with Orcs Must Die Unchained.
Yeah.
It just got semi-salvaged by fans, but it's still not the same game it was. It's just semi-playable. All because the game had an offline tutorial that they could latch onto. Which I find funny as fuck. Yeah. But I've always been very adverse to online games. Like, I played I was a huge Warcraft 3 person. So when World of Warcraft was announced, they did the 1 month free World of Warcraft thing. It came everywhere and stuff. So it's like, okay, I don't know much about this, so I did it. I made a Night Elf Warrior because I didn't really know anything about going on. I probably played it for a grand total of like a day, just walking around trying to figure out what the fuck I was doing, and got so bored I quit and never touched it since.
World of Warcraft reminds me that this world desires an EverQuest game.
EverQuest was one I was trying to actually play because we had it. It was the PlayStation version, PlayStation 2. So there's another PlayStation 2 game to add to the list. We did have that. But we couldn't play multiplayer on it at all because of internet issues.
Yeah. Well,
So
EverQuest is actually more difficult to understand than World of Warcraft was. World of Warcraft was a lot easier, a lot more ease of access to for newer players.
Meaningless
But
for me. I played strategy games.
Well,
EverQuest.
I'm a smart person. I swear.
It's
I
not
played
just
strategy games before I knew
strategy.
how to read.
It's not just strategy. It's banging your head against something that has no answer because it's not telling you, just giving you the gist of it. But go ahead, cuz.
Well, you know what's the best way to bang your head against something? Be a child with infinite free time.
Who was the developer for EverQuest?
Oh, I'm sure it was a couple.
It was John EverQuest himself.
Of course, we're talking about the original first like 3 to 4 years of EverQuest.
It doesn't really matter which one you're talking to. Like I said, I couldn't play it. The PlayStation 2 version I had, I could not play. We could not get the internet set up for it.
Well, we're talking about the online version, not the one console game they made.
The console was the MMO. It actually required you to download it and like get a hard drive and shit. That was the MMO. It was just the console part. It connected to the same servers. That's why we couldn't play it.
I could have swore it was just a different game. Well, it wasn't a different game. It was a game, not a console port.
To be fair, I also did play like OG RuneScape back in the day, and I did not get into that either. I also played Adventure Quest, if anyone knows what the fuck that is.
Yep.
I played the fuck out of that one though. That one I did get into, but it's not. It's an online game, but it's not an MMO. You don't interact with anyone else at all. It's just a server. I also
So
played Neopets, so that was an MMO.
the developer for EverQuest is Daybreak Game Company LLC. Is an American video game developer based in San Diego. The company was founded in December 1997 as Sony Online Entertainment.
So they branched off. Are they
Uh,
still around?
but was spun off to an independent investor in February 2015 and renamed Daybreak Game Company.
I
Did
didn't
you just
realize
get?
there was a recent sale. Jeez.
It was Sony Online Entertainment was the creator of EverQuest.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
The fact that they went independent after that is interesting, though. It's not like Square Enix to or Sony to let anything go.
Yeah. Yeah, they still have the rights to Hulk, Spider-Man.
Hmm. They originally had the rights to all of Marvel, and they
Yeah.
pretty much said Spider-Man's the only one worth it. So that's the only one they bought.
Well, they didn't have the rights to all of Marvel because the rights to all of Marvel was never sold to them. They had rights to specific characters.
They had the opportunity to pick up the rights to all the characters. They basically turned it down and
Yeah,
said
they gave
only
it to
Spider-Man is
Disney.
worth it.
Well, and
Well,
the Hulk.
Disney was way
They own the
later.
Hulk too. They might actually own Gambit as well.
No idea. I do not follow that at all. I've never been big on the Marvel comics. I've never been big on the Marvel movies.
Well, I've played a
quite
lot
a few
of
of them.
I've played a lot of video games for Marvel that Sony has come out with. They had there was a game, I don't remember the name of it, but they had a lot of characters in there.
There was one that we rented that was like a beat 'em up game, which was Captain America, Iron Man, Hawkeye, and Vision. I don't remember much other than that.
Yeah.
Did I play any other Marvel? I never played like any of the Marvel vs. Capcoms or anything, so it wasn't even like crossover stuff that got me. Like I just have like no history with it. My biggest history of it is my half brother is really into it and he's really good at drawing. So it's just like here's a bunch of characters who I don't know who the fuck they are in this notebook of his. Also a lot of Ninja Turtles. And a lot of Dragon Balls. It's like so I still have some of his notebooks somewhere around here. I don't know where they're at. He don't draw anymore.
How do you know? When's the last time you've seen him in person?
I haven't seen him in person, but I talk to him occasionally. He's last I heard he was living in a trailer outside of a restaurant on community service because he got arrested.
Hey,
And he had a really cool car.
we don't need to
Apparently.
dive him out to public. Jeez.
I didn't say where he lives. He doesn't even live in this country
Or his name.
or his name. I said he's doing community service. Great. That's like 60% of some states. But no, I mean, I didn't give any direct information. I didn't say he lives at 1.2, 1.2, 1.3, 123. I don't even know what generic fake address I say. 1 point decimal point addresses. What the fuck?
I believe those exist not in this country.
Exactly. I said he doesn't live in this country. It's funny. He got in trouble for being an accessory to a crime, not even doing anything technically. His roommate did
Being
it.
there.
He just lived in his house. Yeah, the problem with him is that he just disappears for like 6 months at a time. No one can hear from him. Then he pops up and it's like, "Hey, sorry, I haven't been in contact. I've been trying to keep in contact." Then he'll talk to you nonstop for like a month, and then he'll disappear for 6 months. And you'll never hear from him for that entire time. And it's been consistent his entire fucking life. So it's just like, oh, he's here again. Everyone hang out with him while you can, and he's gone.
I believe May is when it's been 6 months. All right. Well, I gotta go to work. You guys have a good night.
You too.
Hey,
Thanks.
yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh,
Has
jeez.
to work when he could be hanging out with us further. God, Zed, just become a welfare queen already, so he can hang out more.
Oh boy.
Uh, I have quite a few people that I just don't talk to anymore. It was the stereotypical case of, huh, I always initiate conversations. Let's see what happens when I don't. Haven't spoken in 6 years. It's like, ah.
It works.
One of them actually tried streaming for a while. I actually hopped in on one of his streams. I'm curious if he's still doing that. Do me a favor, Stinny.
Mhm.
On Steam, how many hours does it say you have in this game?
1 moment.
Because you've played a lot of Against the Storm.
Yep. Oh, it's not pretty. 700, 798 hours.
Okay. So you beat my 31.
I have a lot of resources.
Well, I guess that means you got your money's worth out of it, at least.
Something like that.
A lot of people like to do, for some reason, like dollar per hour ratio or whatever like that. Or they get 60 hours out of it, it's at least worth $60 kind of thing. Which I can kind of see from some people, depending on how many games they play and how often they play them versus which ones they go back to, but it's not a good indicator. Some games are just worth more, some games are worth less.
Agreed.
Hoping this new Divinity game is good. It seems a lot darker and edgier than like any of the other Divinity games I've played.
We got any confirmation that they did use AI at all?
Not that I know of. I don't believe they've used AI. I know they got accused of it, but
Yeah.
most people can't tell what AI is anymore these days because so many people still think AI as like Gen 1 and Gen 2. It's like we're on like Gen 5 and Gen 5 is almost indistinguishable.
Scarier to think that there's a More than likely a better version out there too.
Hey, watching Goku blow up the IRS building in Sea Dance 2 or whatever, 2.0 was impressive because it nailed the early 80s Dragon Ball art style with like line thickness and everything.
Mm.
The only thing it got wrong was the Kamehameha pose, but it didn't even like mess up his fingers or anything.
Hmm.
It had like the thing is that any AI that China comes out with is going to be significantly better because they don't have copyright laws like we are, so they can actually feed it everything.
Oh yeah, that's just a standard argument across the board, though. Nothing that we can, nothing anything we can do anything about because they just have slave labor.
Well, I'm actually saying good on them because our copyright laws are horrendously bad. And if AI is what takes to tear it down, then all for it.
Turret,
Hmm?
take the what down?
If AI is what takes down copyright law, then I'm all for it.
Uh,
What?
I messed up.
Okay, recover.
I recovered that time.
Are those blue water geysers or are those fishing ponds?
Fishing ponds. Tier
Those sucks
one,
like.
tier two.
Okay. Say, how often do you use geysers?
Uh, what I normally use, to be honest, I don't usually use the water buildings that we can make. I do my best to avoid them sometimes.
I remember making a lot of rain collectors and rain engines and all that. You have a storm guaranteed like every so often, so it's not like water collectors in other games. You have a very good schedule when they're showing up.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what's going on.
And as long as you just hoard the water, you can turn on the engine to whatever material you're lacking.
Mhm.
What sucks is when you just never get the fucking color you need. Well, I'm excited about the reveal of this new Risk of Rain DLC at AAA Initiative. It still is like a 40-minute presentation on just everything indie, so I'm expecting to see some cool shit there. I have the page queued up even though it's like not even this month. It's just gonna sit on a fucking tab just in the background of my web browser for a while. I'm also learning how much I really hate TikTok animations or YouTube short animations because I always end up I see them and it's like, okay, that's an interesting thing. I'd like to see the full version, and there's no full version. They made it for the short,
Mm.
and it's like, fuck you. Human resolve low. Match resolve is low. To be fair though, I am not the person for like YouTube shorts and shit. I am a person who's like, I want a 6-hour fucking video.
Yeah, they call it niche for a reason. Oh, I also don't think that your viewpoint's obviously unique at all, to be completely honest.
Just playing in the background. I mean, to be fair, this is also coming from a person who watched a 17-hour review of a game. Did not watch it all in one sitting, no. But that's besides the point. I need to find and play the leaked version of Warcraft Adventures.
Warcraft Adventures?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was a canceled game back in like fuck when, like 1990 something.
Hmm.
And it was a point and click adventure that they were making to explain who the fuck Thrall was as a character, because Warcraft 3 didn't exist yet. I don't know everything about it, which is again why I need to find it and play it, because it got leaked. I remember that.
Yeah, they already had
Warcraft,
their story for Thrall was in the book and in Warcraft, so
again, this is before Warcraft 3, so World of Warcraft wasn't a thing yet, and I don't know which books were out by that point. I'm always a big fan of a game that gets canceled and, gets leaked fucking 20 years later.
that's it.
Like, someone's just been sitting on that.
Yes, a little.
The worst part about living on the second floor is I cannot dance when I want to dance.
Keep you tapping aloud, huh?
Hello.
So, Danny,
Mm-hmm.
have you hit your midlife crisis yet and started a parasocial relationship with a VTuber yet?
Other than Sukumimi?
She's not a VTuber. She tried it once and then realized it took effort and then gave up.
Volleyball.
Because she thought it was
Yes,
as
no.
easy as like you hit record and then it's done.
I guess no.
You want... I don't know why, but that's been something I've just been saying to random people. It's like, she wanted me to design a model for her and animate it and rig it and everything, which is like, I'm not opposed to doing that. I know how. But I'm not gonna fucking do it because you'll never fucking use the damn thing, and that's a lot of work for nothing.
It can be.
Lo and behold, I was right. And I'm getting really, really tired of being right all the time. I want to be wrong, damn it. I want to learn from my mistakes and grow as a person. You know, you're not allowed to. I'm always right.
Never. Always. Oh, well. This sucks.
How am I supposed to have... What?
About to shit ton of people.
Well, what can you do?
Fucking
What can you do to make your bats
retreat.
happy? Well, you can ignore the bats because you only have one bat or two bats. They're gonna die and you're gonna lose all of them. The human, you have what? 8 of them? I can't tell what the numbers are because the resolution is really bad.
6,
You have 6 idle.
6 of both boxes.
Of idle ones. The fuck is that symbol? It doesn't matter. You didn't click it.
Oh, that's the symbol for picking a corrupted decision? Decision, or...
As much as I do love the roguelike concept, I do wish there was just like an extra game mode where it is just massive city builder mode, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I would say you can make humans your favorite race, which will protect them from the upcoming storm. Foxes are high enough that don't matter. You'll lose your bats, but you only have like 2 of them, so once they're gone, you don't have to cater to them anymore. That is an option.
They die because of road. Fucking run. Fucking idiots. Fucking run. They didn't make it. All because of the fucking runs. Oh.
I never build dirt roads. I exclusively build copper roads. They have the best stats, and they'll only ever work on it when they need to, when they actually have an influx of copper. I've never built any other road.
I just
Or
do it.
reinforced
I
road,
just do it
technically.
because I might as well take the 5%. I'm not.
I was like, 5% is negligible. Reinforced roads, like, I plan them out around it, but if they can't build it, they can't build it. Which also means they're not wasting time doing it. I don't know.
I
That's
think
what
I
I
can
thought. It might
still
not be a
win
lot.
this, but I am hurting bad.
I mean, you're making good progress with your foxes right now. They're about to get you your next thing. This is good because you're gonna lose a lot of your humans and all your rats.
About to. Ah. And I didn't start this whatsoever.
Old Farliff. I do find it very funny though that a game I picked up on a whim against the storm, you've been basically addicted to. So I guess I'm sorry or you're welcome. Pick which one you want.
I don't know if I care what you think.
That's why I said I'm sorry or you're welcome. Pick. I mean, if I had a lot more self-discipline and third-party accountability in terms of like my own streaming audience or something, it would be funny to do like a try to play every game in my Steam library kind of thing. Which are available to be streamed. We'll just ignore the entire NSFW sandwich. Sandwich? What section?
Yep. Sandwiches. No. Sandwiches.
It's so funny about this section too because it's like this from the Steam library of this person, this from the Steam library of this person, this from the Steam library of this person. I still love the conversation between you and Aries about Honey Pop 2. That was probably one of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. And it is now like a permanent memory that'll never be forgotten kind of thing. Also, I don't think I've ever heard Ares scream in my entire life. Like, he wasn't, like, angry screaming. He was just literally shouting across the room, but still. That was so fucking funny. I guess I should explain it since we're live, aren't we?
Maybe.
Just not reference something and don't tell anyone. Context. Honey Pop 2. Ares is married. So, Denny was talking to him. Well, we were talking about it, and Denny chimed in basically saying, aren't you married? Shouldn't you not be looking at this stuff? So Ares screams at the top of his lungs, basically to catch his wife's attention. He goes, "Hey, I'm going to buy porn!" And then just bought it right there in front of us. I don't think he even ever played the game. It was just the funniest fucking thing ever. But because he did it, it's in the it's in the Steam family library now, so. I played Bejeweled, so I don't care. That being said, I'm also not like shy, sensitive, or like whatever you'd call it. Like, I'll blurt out in a fucking second which adult games I have played. And yes, I have played both Honey Pop 1 and 2. Honey Pop 1 was funny. Honey Pop 2 sucked ass. And not in the good way for an adult game. My problem with adult games is I still want them to be games. So when they're just like mindless, like solve a puzzle to get a naked picture, it's like that's boring as shit. And I don't give a fuck. So finding an adult game that's still a game has been not easy. The more I look at like my games list, like the ones I have organized for quick access, it just feels like I'm living in the past because some of these games are games we used to play but do not anymore.
Agreed.
It's like, oh no, I'm one of those people who can't let go of the past. But I'm one of those people who's too lazy to clean out my old list and update it. Orb. I don't know what that is. That didn't exist in the game when I last played it. I think I should play this game because I don't remember a lot, but at the same time, it's like I kind of got my satisfaction out of it.
This is Against the Storm. Their own army, and yeah, no, it's not like neither one. More of a city builder, a RTS.
Oh, own armies in chat.
Own armies in chat.
Which chat? YouTube, Twitch, Kick.
YouTube.
I don't know what else you're streaming on. OnlyFans.
I probably should teach them about Twitch so you can join in and mess with it.
Oh, for Twitch integration. Yeah, the problem with that is you kind of need a full audience. Just having one dude repeatedly fuck with you is not the best way to do that.
One person's enough, man. When everything gets decreased by one, that's rough in this game.
I still need to add Own Army to Hive, but you're so scared of him seeing your real friends.
What the hell, Own Army? I don't have an OnlyFans. What are you talking about? Do I risk doing that again?
Starting
Uh,
up an OnlyFans?
no, the same stat.
Doom, 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 doom.
He doesn't go. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't. You just don't.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, it's a don't. Get some scouts. Thanks, on Army. Appreciate that process. Uh,
You are the scout. That's
yeah,
literally the plot of the game.
yeah. I have less fixing this whole cycle.
I need to eventually add own army to the hive so that we don't keep dividing everything up between what groups is and what, but
Probably best is just over the thing. At some point, we're going to keep doing that anyway. I haven't seen this yet. Oh, there's another one over here. I haven't seen this set of 3 question marks. How's
I got
everything in it?
Seth playing.
Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Your stream. You take priority.
Uh, how's it going in the Philippines over there, on Army?
The world may never know.
Hey,
Oh, wow,
not.
he's taking time to answer. Albenzi. I got Seth into the StarCraft 2 roguelike mod.
I mean, playing that.
He did the Hunter run on vanilla, but then I got him playing Benny's edition that I've been playing,
Uh,
and he did a wizard run, and he got really good RNG and just destroyed everything. No problem whatsoever. It's not particularly difficult. It just requires a little bit of routing, and that's about it. I'll say though, it's gotten a lot of fucking playtime out of me because all the different classes it added. wonder if StarCraft tracks your hours. I would like to know how many hours I put into StarCraft 2, regardless of what game mode it is. Have you like watched anyone else play this game and seeing what they do differently than you or anything?
Yes, and we talked about this a couple of days ago about the about building. He's getting a second one of these. Uh, I don't call it. Want to call it reputation? Just resolve words.
Okay.
One army replied. Also, good snorkeling spots. Heading back to the island now. Getting ready for the big graduation party. Nice, 80-pound pig for roasting. Doing a pit style then?
No, they're just gonna roast it by telling it sick burns.
Yeah, sick burns.
I shot a mouse
Uh,
with my airsoft gun. Well, there's a mouse that was running around here. Chaos got it. He let it go though, and we lost it. So I was just talking to Seth, and then he saw it downstairs. He's like, because we were like hanging over the railing slightly, just talking. So he ran down there and like tried to follow it. We found it in the closet hiding, and it's like can't reach it. The cat can't reach it, so he's just like, "Go get your airsoft gun."
ah,
So I got the airsoft gun and shot it straight in the forehead. It stunned it. Didn't kill it, but then we threw it outside,
execution.
and it died. I did not deal the finishing blow. That would be one of the various chickens.
Ah, just as good too. Slow roasting over coals.
Slow road. But yeah. Then I got to make the joke that I killed a mouse with a Mauser, because my airsoft gun's a Mauser. And I love this little airsoft gun. It literally sits right here next to me. I can click it into the
Is it
microphone
actually a
for you.
pistol?
Yeah, it's a Mauser pistol. The funny thing is we've gone to the airsoft field a few times, which I'm not a big airsoft person. I'm literally doing this because Seth likes it.
Yep.
But I wanted one I could like, and I like Mausers. It's my favorite gun. And it's the nicest gun on the field by far.
You were mentioning something about the not jamming part.
Jamming? What?
Something about ammunition and not jamming. Something.
It doesn't jam. I've never had it jam with it.
Well, I'm saying
my
that
biggest thing is I need to get. Yeah, no, I've had no misfires or anything with this gun. Actually, it's the only metal gun on the field. Everyone else has like a plastic toy. Even like the automatic weapons are just kind of plastic toys. This thing's heavy compared to those guns, and those guns are like two-handed. And the funny thing is that even though it's nicer, made of metal and everything, theirs are still more expensive. A lot of theirs use batteries though, where mine uses gas, meaning I can reload mine in the field and they can't. So even though I have less ammo than a magazine that they would have, I can just reload it in the field. Yeah. So my goal is to get a vest, which Bree was actually making one for us, but she didn't have it done in time. That I can put the gas can on, so I can reload really quickly in the field. Because at that point, it doesn't matter how much you have. You can't reload, and I can. My biggest problem is my visor I have fogs up so bad I'm blind on the field. I cannot see shit. My eyeballs sweat. It was also funny because last time it's like we were there. He's like, it's a timed match or whatever that they're doing. So it's like 1 minute remaining. So it's like 1 minute remaining. So I switch it from single fire to automatic fire and just burn through the magazine instantly. Because even though it is a machine pistol, so when it's in automatic fire, it fires fast. I didn't get anyone out last time we were there though. The first time I went, I got out 2 people, but not this time. Mostly because, like I said, my visor fogged up so bad I was blind. That's the biggest thing that we're going to try fixing before next session, which is next month.
I think it just messes like the ventilation.
I tried venting it by between the things, but what I think I need to do is just get away from the visor and get proper goggles, and then put some anti-fog in there. That weird like spray stuff. And then use like something else for the ear protection, because you can't let a rogue bullet go into your ear. But I don't know. Last time I went though, we only played a little bit because Seth is so out of shape, his entire back seized up. So he like struggled. Mine's also one of the only guns on the field that actually articulate, where the other ones, because it's just a battery and just launches it out, doesn't do anything. But this one actually has like proper pullbacks. It actually has proper magazine stuff. Like,
Yeah,
because it's
Lanslow
on my
and
wish list to.
Lanslow and all of us on the fitness together.
I'm losing weight actively. Now, as I'm losing weight, I'm going to interrupt my own conversation by eating this fucking massive hamburger. Oh. It's part of our weight loss plan as well. I've already been active because I've always been high energy. I'm bouncy. Anyone who's been in your stream can tell that I never shut the fuck up. High energy. So my biggest thing is I don't need to exercise more. I need to eat less to lose weight. But I don't just want to lose weight. I want to actually build muscle. So that's why I have no problem doing airsoft. Even though I have no real interest in airsoft. Another big thing is that Seth doesn't do things very well by himself. So as long as someone else is pushing him to do things, it's easier for him to do things.
Agreed.
So that's another reason why I'm going. Advanced terrain collector. A smithy, a pantry, and a druid. I get the feeling though that if I did actually play this game again, I would get my ass handed to me because nothing is the same. I will say though, every single time I've gone to that airsoft field, someone has praised the Mauser and has been really impressed with it. One of the younger people there asked his dad if he could get him one. This thing was like $250, by the way.
Ah, rough.
Almost all the airsoft guns are about $200 though. Like I said, for what this thing's actually worth, it's really nice. Also, it comes with a holster, and you can take the holster off, and it turns it into a stock. Well, even though it's still a pistol, it has a full stock.
It really does sound like it's harder. It's more expensive to get into airsoft, cheaper to operate it.
Well, the reason why it's so expensive is you have to keep in mind, airsoft pistols are more complicated, or airsoft guns are more complicated than real guns.
100%.
Everything in a real gun is basically based off the bullet, less about the gun. And we're just using little plastic BBs. Also, the rules of the field say you have to use biodegradable BBs, so we bought a big pack of biodegradable BBs, and we were the only person at the field who had some.
Ah.
So that's clearly not a rule they enforce. Also, funny fucking thing happened is he took a moment between matches to basically advertise his airsoft field, basically saying go to my Facebook group and do all this stuff. And we didn't join Facebook group because we don't have a Facebook, but we did look him up, and it's like look up this thing. It's like, and you know how like when you search for something, it gives you related searches. Well, the related searches is basically all the complaints against his airsoft group and the fact that he's actually been banned from the main airsoft, like
yeah.
the official airsoft channels.
We're telling you
So it's like
this
you're
before.
literally advertising everyone your complaints because that was funny. Like I don't care if he's official or not. I don't care if he's legal or not. I'm just here to shoot a man. Another thing is like I just kind of wanted the Mauser. The airsoft stuff is for Seth mostly, so I can shoot that gun at home, which I did to shoot a mouse. Get it out of the house. Seth's been really tempted into getting the rifle version of the Mauser, though. Everyone loves the Mauser. It's great. There's a reason why it was my main when we were playing Marauders, to the point where I never took a primary with me. Also, for the record, my love of the Mauser has nothing to do with like how efficient it is, how fast firing it is, how much it can hold. I like it because it's a square. I just like the shape of it. And it's just kind of sprung out from there. Because when I was looking up the airsoft version, whatever, it's like I didn't even want like the nicest thing. I had two things I wanted: a Mauser, and I just wanted it to be metal. So I looked up metal airsoft Mauser. It was like the first result, and it was just one. It was all in Taiwanese, so I had to Google Translate that shit. And two, it was just solid quality. When it actually arrived in the mail, the instruction page was for a completely unrelated gun, so I had to look up the actual gun's instruction manual. That was fun. Yeah. Mauser supremacy. Though, when I did also bring out the Mauser and stuff, someone did call it a Luger. And I was like, you poor, unsophisticated man. You dare compare the Mauser to the Luger? I do still want to get an actual Mauser at some point. It's going to be a lot harder to do, but it is on my bucket list. Even if it sits in a fucking display case and never leaves or anything, it would still be cool to have. Yeah, we have enough deer that walk by the house. I could probably get a deer with that. We already hunted
maybe.
one of the deer outside our house. Well, Dean hunted the deer outside our house.
Just worry the caliber wouldn't bring it down. That's the process. Probably would. Shot.
I am by no means a gun person. I would not be able to shoot a deer from that distance. Like, I've had gun training since I was little because I grew up in coyote country. You can't go outside without being armed kind of thing, but... So it's not like I don't...
People actually have, get their kids...
At the airsoft field?
No. Oh, not where you're first living, but where you call it coyote country. Kids actually get attacked by coyotes, right?
I don't know of any of them that actually got attacked, but there were plenty of sightings. And it's like... I mean, you just gotta keep in mind the fact that it's like... If you actually teach them to use it, it's not a big deal, so... So what if That's also like it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are, kind of thing? Because it's like, okay, they've been out for hours, but it's not time for them to come back, so I don't expect to see them. No cell phones or anything back then, so it was just, okay, the kids are walking outside. They got a fucking 22 strapped to their back, and they're just gone for the rest of the day. Where'd they go? I don't know. I mean, we saw plenty of animal. You'd see a lot of skunks. There are also a lot of them over there. But we basically lived on a farm, though, so we also had to keep an eye out for coyotes because of livestock. As a person who grew up on a farm, I am done with the farm life. I'm so done with the farm life. Like, obviously it's not a bad thing or anything, but it's like, it's a lot of work, and it's also really annoying when you're the only one who can competently do the work. Tomorrow's gonna suck. I have to basically repave an entire fucking road tomorrow.
Talking about?
The road, our driveway is basically cracking, so we gotta basically reseal it and recoat it and all that. So we got a bunch of buckets for it. We're doing all that tomorrow, so that'll be fun. I'm still recovering from a sickness too, keep in mind, so it's like I'm gonna be low energy tomorrow. Low energy for me, so still high energy compared to the average person. Uh, for an idea of how high energy I can be, when we do like D&D sessions, like even the in-person ones here at the house and stuff, the entire like 4 to 5 hour sessions, I don't sit down once. I'm standing the entire time, pacing, walking, bouncing, doing whatever.
Hmm.
Like, I might sit down if I have to like read something for a moment so I can steady it, but that's about it. Like, we'll just be playing and then I'll just immediately run over to the table so I can roll the dice and then go back to what I was like. I'm not like unfocused. That's more of a tree thing or a Seth thing. I just don't like sitting still. I have energy to burn. That's it though. I'd rather be high energy than low. Especially with everyone I've dated. Ugh. Being higher energy than your partner sucks ass. But yeah, I am feeling a lot better illness-wise today. But we're all worried that Seth is going to catch it right before tomorrow starts. Because he hasn't got it yet. I do have a sore throat, which does suck, but it doesn't stop me from yapping.
You guys think it was strep throat or something?
I don't know what it is. The only symptoms I've had is throwing up, fever, and a sore throat. The fever and throwing up are yesterday. Today is only sore throat. And it's not like full-on sore throat. It's very mild. which is good because sore throat is like my least favorite symptom ever. I hate it so much. Light rot cyst. You don't have a flamethrower guy yet, do you?
No, I didn't put one in my. I mean, it was only at 18% and it jumped up 30% right at the end. So I wasn't paying attention.
It's like the first thing I buy or build.
I had it built just.
Hi.
Have you gotten a run where you do the thing I mentioned where you get the every amber you do increases your resolve to the point where you can get like 30 resolve permanently for all
Yeah,
races?
the 50 for one resolve.
Yeah, something like that. I, I like every time that shows up, it's like, well, all right, I'm pivoting direction.
I never get enough resolve where it's like throwing me over the edge. I get a decent amount, but I never get enough where it's like I'm winning solely off of this.
I've had some runs where I got that as like my first thing, and it's like
Yeah.
I won the entire map based off of just the trade resolve.
Especially when I'm doing Prestige 1, that's really hard for me to get enough going. Went off of that. I'm trying to do better at Prestige 1 because I need the extra embark points for the gate. And Prestige 1's kind of like the starting point where I get more points per round than I do. I can put points or put some of the chests that I get instead of into rift points to go for the gate or movement points. I put it towards embark points and more starting resources.
what game, if they announced it or sequel or whatever, would you just absolutely fangirl over if it just came out of the blue?
Can you tell me that you didn't enjoy this line of questioning?
Well, this question is actually relevant because I'm looking at my libraries and I.
Oh my goodness. I mean, fanboying and fangirling are actually two different things too, so it's not an easy question for me to answer.
Well, let me rephrase it then. What would be like the absolute like hyped you would get for an announcement?
RTS Battle for Arrakis.
Okay, I have no idea what that is.
The Sega had a game called Dune Battle for Arrakis, based off of the book series. And they had a full evil race of essentially transformers that were led by a hierarchy of people who put their brains in pots.
Battle for Arrakis, Sega Genesis, right there. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, it's based off of a book series.
Well, everything's based off of Dune.
Based off of the books.
There's also Dune War for Arrakis. Came out in 2024 as a board game.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I mean, I was looking up what you were talking about, and then this came up as well.
2020 what?
2024, so 2 years ago.
It's,
Probably. I'm just saying. Well, you can get an actual Sega Genesis copy of it for $136.
my goodness.
So what is it about this game that stood out to you?
It was just one.
Okay. So it left a lasting impression on you.
Essentially. Nothing,
God,
you know, nothing beats watching your dad play a game and try to.
I mean, that's fair. My problem is I played a lot of strategy games when I was little before I could read, so it's like I didn't know what anything meant. And I still was able to kind of learn some of it, but all the way down to the D's for Dune. Dune 2, Battle for Arrakis.
What system was that on?
So the reason why I'm asking is because I have a database I like to reference of games that people make either sequels, spiritual successors, or decompilations. And Dune 2 Arrakis has, or Dune 2 by itself has quite a few, and there's one specifically called Arrakis that's in the list. So much later, I did attempt to create a new true Dune 2 clone called Dune 2 The Maker, which was also on the list. What's The Maker? Development has been halted on it, apparently. An open source remake of the classic Dune 2. So yeah, it is in the list.
We're not
Just
talking
click.
about the archipelago. Which, by the way,
No.
Army. Look into archipelago.
Here, I'm gonna send you this. This is probably not something you want to look at on stream. Not because it's sensitive, but because it's just a wall of fucking text. It's not exciting to show. I can't judge these because I've never played this fucking game, so I don't know how accurate they are in terms of recreations. But yeah, I asked that question because I was looking through the damn list. It's just one of the many lists I go through.
Worries.
God, if they made like a Dungeon Siege remastered, I might jump on that one. I like me some Dungeon Siege.
I just want them to make a game that makes sense like Dungeon Siege. Doesn't even have to be the same.
I've put so many hours into Dungeon Siege, and I still don't know a single thing about its plot.
Plot was important.
Plot was not important.
The plot
It just had one of the coolest fucking party systems as well as just the coolest fucking multiplayer I've ever in some of the games.
Saying that, you didn't like I guess, have you ever played the first what is it called? What is it called? What is it called? Born Blood
Dragon Age?
in Dogma? Yeah, Dragon Age.
I-
Dragon Age. I'm sorry.
I have not played Dragon Age, no. I've been told many times I need to play the original Dragon Age.
Because the first one's basically almost like Dungeon Siege. Of course, the later
I've been told
versions
that.
aren't.
Well, Seth played it, so
We'll have play on Steam. Which Inquisitor goes back to original setup of Dragon Age /
yeah, me and Seth tried playing the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind's multiplayer open source clone or whatever, which works great, but that game is a commitment if you're actually trying not to just beat the game.
I bet.
But it's fun. I installed a mod that adds mana regen because it's hard for him to go back to those games before mana regen was a thing. And it's even harder in the multiplayer mod because you can't stop and rest to refill mana when you're playing with someone else. That's easy, so I didn't have a problem adding that in. I think I added in like the Tamriel Reborn mod or whatever for it that adds in just more of it. It's on my list of things to do is to make a fucking multiplayer mod pack for Skyrim together for everyone to play through, but I'm so putting that off because modding anything Elder Scrolls is a bitch. It's so
I would
cumbersome.
not be surprised.
It's like I want to do it, but I don't want to be the one to do it.
Do you mind setting own army and linked archipelago?
The default list.
Yeah.
Don't, I can. I mean, you can as well, but I can. I don't even think I have an army in my friends list or anything, do I? Have I ever spoken to this man? Not. I've never spoken to this person. Well, I cannot send him a list then, because that involves using the internet, and I'm too lazy to do that.
What is just destroying my resolve?
It doesn't literally tell you if you hover over it.
You're definitely a problem.
Just go back in time.
Find that clock. Got too many villagers. One really didn't like time in villagers. Good for me. Thing at all. I left one.
Not looking.
Wait.
Give me here, let me pull it up.
I was just speaking out loud.
Increasing the yield of packs by goods by 100%. Gain 2 additional active trade route slots. Priestess knows the smuggler and can summon him for a price. You can choose 2 blueprints from all unlocked blueprints. It's not terrible if you know what you need.
Yeah, but I don't need.
Late event work speed increased by 30%. Resource use sacrifice and ancient hearth burn for 30% longer. That last one's nice as well.
Agreed.
If there's something you needed, the middle one, but yeah, the left or right ones. So I'm not the biggest like Lord of the Rings fan. I don't hate it or anything, but I didn't really like. I don't know. I don't know. It just never. But regardless, I had a Lord of the Rings game for the Game Boy Advance, Fellowship of the Ring, and it was a turn-based combat game.
Oh, never heard of that one.
And it probably had the single worst character accuracy system I've ever fucking seen.
Sucks.
Like you just cannot hit. But you have a party of 8, so it kind of evens out. But God, before you get the entire Fellowship, it is rough.
Well, they were trying to gate lock you. The fact that you had to land a hit.
I don't know if that was their intention. That's just how it turned out. But yes. But I was very curious about it, so I emulated the game and used save states between every attack to make sure I always hit, see what it was like, and it turns the game into a fucking joke. So I think you're right, because it's just like if you don't miss every fucking attack, and
Suddenly, you play the
messy.
game.
Ooh, oh. Yeah.
I also try to keep track of a lot of the decomps coming out lately.
The what?
There's decompilations, decomps. Because they usually end up turning into PC ports. The most recent one being Animal Crossing. It got decomped, so it now has a PC port.
Hi. Oh no.
The original Animal Crossing, GameCube version.
Oh wow.
Which I have never played the original Animal Crossing. My very first one was the 3DS one, so I didn't play the Wii one either.
There was one for the. It came out during the normal DS times too.
I don't know. Like I said, my first one.
I remember it being very, very, very.
Well, a game that wants you to play it every day is a lot easier on a handheld. I was actually hoping the Switch version would be good since you bought it for me, but it's just like I could not get into that.
I like the island one. It just had something about it that I just couldn't stay latched onto.
this list. Still scrolling down. I'm in the letter O's. But to be fair, I also start at D. This went straight to Doom for you.
What was it called again?
Just open source game clones. What? I don't know what that is. I'm going to ignore it. And one thing that's really nice about this list is it also tells you how far in progress it is and whether it's still being developed or if it's basically stopped. There's a lot of them where people have tried to make something and just gave up halfway through. I don't know if I could ever be a game developer because I would absolutely hoard everything I work on. Like, there's no way I would let any of the stuff die. I am the person who'd be sitting on the fucking game for 20 years before I leak it.
Ooh. Ayo.
Oh yeah, one of these some of these projects are just game engines and not games. One of them is called Zorios, which is BioWare's Aurora engine, allowing it to play Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2, Knights of the Old Republic from Star Wars, the original Witcher, and funnily enough, Sonic the Hedgehog Chronicles, because that was actually made by BioWare.
Hmm.
But like that one's just gonna have a big channel. I don't know what all it's going to do when it's done, but it'll be cool.
Agreed.
We're getting to the point though where not only can people start making these open source games, decomps, they can do it faster and faster. Like there's a person who made an entire system designed to decomp Nintendo 64 games.
Well, that's another nice thing about the AI stuff. It's going to be harder and harder for people to gatekeep old material because it's fascinating slowing that process down.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh no.
Routes.
You ever play Stronghold?
I played Stronghold 2. I have 4.
There's a
I have
fourth
not.
one.
Yeah, the never played the first one. Seems to be still their most popular game.
I'd say I played 1 and 2, and that's it. And I played Legends, the fantasy one, which was really bad.
I really enjoyed Stronghold 2, and then Stronghold 4 is basically a remake of 2 in 1 setup. So, and it's beautiful. Look, I don't know if it runs well on the net.
Well, I know that Stronghold 1 has a definitive edition designed to fix all the networking issues.
Yeah, but it doesn't. You know what I mean. That doesn't mean fix everything.
Well, I bring it up because I just saw that Stronghold was in the list, and there's a couple of them in there. One of them is halted, so I'm like, oh, why did this one stop? And it says, this project is frozen until we know what the new definitive edition will be able to do. The definitive edition came out 3 years ago.
Yeah. Probably
So I
because
guess
the
it
definitive.
solved everything they wanted to do.
That's
So.
exactly what I was thinking. Like, you probably just made it irrelevant to do.
All right, Stenny. You know what it's
That-
time for?
What's that?
Time for me to leave you behind.
Oh. Traitor! No, I'm just kidding. You have a blessed night. You have a blessed night, man.
Well, I'll keep you informed if I feel like it.
No worries.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
I will try.
That wasn't an option. You will do it. You've been warned.
I will try, dang it.
multa. Guarda. Guarda.
I might actually have to take a break, crowd. Sounds like one of my mutts needs to use the bathroom. Yeah, you're a good. Yeah, I know, Nez. I know. I know. Want to go outside? Is that what you're asking? Outside? Oh yeah. Thought it was. Oh, that's always a risk and a gamble. Uh, oh. Yeah. You want the bats. Mining prowess. Cornerstones are going to use. Oh, this is huge. Every time I mine, it has to be mined. Can't be any other. 80 units of these three. It's huge. So that's basically a worker that doesn't increase hazard level. It doesn't increase hostility. You don't need to house the unit. The only thing about the unit is that the cart itself can only grab resources that have been tree mined, call it. So it's only picking up produce, regardless how you look at it, is fantastic. Not do. Yeah, I pause the stream here, but I'll be back. Probably be an hour or so. So anybody comes in after that, I do appreciate that. Yep, dogs are begging to go outside. Potty break. Ah. Anyways, be right back. Thanks again, everyone.